Welcome to Regional Matters. This is a video series produced by the Regional District of Okanagan-Similkameen, the RDOS, looking at a variety of issues across the region. And today, we're talking about the cart collection program and specifically the collection bins. Joni Reimer is with us. She is the waste reduction coordinator for the Regional District.
Yeah, there are a couple of new considerations with the automated cart collection program. Some of the major ones refer to how to place your carts out during snowfall events or even just throughout the winter with a regular amount of snowfall. A big one is to make sure that your carts are placed at the curb on the ground. And be sure to not place them on top of or behind snowbanks. The trucks can't reach them, that automatic arm that comes out to grab the carts. Residents are also responsible for maintaining an accessible area to place the carts, and that includes clearing the snow at the end of your driveway. Sometimes residents find it a little more convenient if they place one cart on one side of the driveway and the other one on the other side. That way they can still access their driveway and have the carts in a cleared spot. Another thing to keep in mind is that the carts need to have snow and ice removed from the lids so that the lids can open when they're tipped upside down by the truck. And it's also important to remember about spacing. So carts always need to be spaced 1 meter apart from each other, but it also needs 1 meter apart from things like parked cars, snowbanks, fences, vehicles, and also all material must be kept inside with the lid closed. Extra material like bundled cardboard beside the cart won't be collected. All material must fit in the cart with the lid closed. The lid should not be propped open by garbage stuffed inside. If you do have additional garbage, Tega bags can be purchased. That program continued with the old system. They're $2.50 each, and they're each good for 1 bag of additional garbage. Again, make sure that that extra bag of garbage is 1 meter away from your cart. If residents are not able to clear their own snow, I would encourage them to reach out maybe to a neighbor or a family member. If they're having trouble with snow clearing on their roads, AIM Roads is also contracted by the provincial government for all snow clearing in the RDOS.
If the road is plowed and now you've got a bunch of snow in front of your driveway, including where you might be putting your carts, you have to clear that snow out of the way and put the carts in a location where the trucks can actually pick them up, because these are pretty large trucks and they have the arm extends out, but it doesn't extend that far. So those carts, for example, have to be in a cleared space versus right in a snowbank. Is that right?
Exactly, yeah. And the truck drivers won't be exiting the garbage trucks to move the carts into an accessible location.
On occasion, trucks won't be able to get to all locations and all homes. And if that's the case and the trucks don't make it, what does that look like if the garbage or the bins aren't collected? Will residents be notified?
Yeah, residents will be notified if there's any instance where a truck can't service an area. The best way to sign up for notifications would be to sign on to our emergency notification system, Voyant Alert, to hear about service disruptions and also learn about when your waste will be collected. Usually waste will be collected on your next regular collection day, but there will be certain instances where they might have a truck in the area the next day or maybe even later in the day where they'll try to collect then. Garbage trucks do not have the same capabilities as passenger vehicles. Even with winter tires on, they're significantly more likely to slide down slippery roads, and due to the top-heavy nature of the trucks, they're extremely likely to tip over. So if the driver feels like there's any road conditions that pose a potential risk, they'll always put the safety of workers as well as other motorists as the top priority.
The trucks tend to pick up bins at a certain time throughout the day, give or take, and of course, weather conditions dictate that. But if the bins weren't collected, how long should people leave their bins out on any given day on their collection day?
Curbside collection can happen at any point between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. So it's important that you have your carts out for the entire duration of that time period. Sometimes there'll be instances where a truck usually comes to your neighborhood early in the morning, but there might be a lot of snowfall on the ground. So maybe they'll try to come back later in the afternoon if they think the sun can melt down some of that snow and they might be able to access it on the same day. But if they can't come back on the same day, they'll collect twice as much on your next regular collection day. If the carts aren't collected by 5 p.m., bring them back in and wait for notification about when to put them out.
On that note, there has been a lot of information, especially as we were into the summer months, but about wildlife and animals getting into those carts. So the direction is to not put those carts out for collection until what time each day?
Carts should be put to the curb between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. If you live in the RDOS and your collection day falls on Christmas Day or New Year's Day, which this year is on a Thursday, your collection will be postponed until the following Saturday. So only the Thursday day collections will be impacted by Christmas and New Year's. If you live in Penticton, Summerland, Oliver, and Osoyoos, check your municipal website for your curbside calendar changes. For further information about the curbside program, more information can be found on the solid waste part of the RDOS website, or you can call the solid waste hotline at 250-490-4129. For any other concerns about missed collections, residents can contact the collector directly, 250-490-3888.
Joni Reimer is a waste reduction coordinator with the Regional District of Okanagan-Similkameen. This is Regional Matters. If you have any suggestions for future interviews or segments, please don't hesitate to contact RDOS Communications. Thanks for watching.